Hi boys and girls. So it's day, let's see, 16, 17, 18, 19 today. So we've been out of school for a long time, haven't we? We're on to week number 6 of being away from school. And we're coming close to the end of April. Just kind of weird, isn't it? Time is going fast in some ways and kind of slow in others. I don't know. So what we're going to do today is our Super Kid workbook, but we're going to first do dictation practice because tomorrow is your spelling test and your dictation test. Okay, so we have one more sentence to look at for that. So if you have paper and pencil, that's good. If you don't, you might pause the video for a second and run get some paper and a pencil. All right, so what we're doing is we've been learning about the soft sound of C and the soft sound of G this week. And the soft sound of C makes the S sound, the S sound. And the soft sound of G makes the J sound, the J sound. Okay? So, and we've learned that usually the letter E follows the C or the G when it's making its soft sound. So it could be like the silent E on the end of words. Okay? So that's something to look for. All right, so today the words that we're looking at for dictation are race, and it has the soft C and a silent E. Page has the J sound. And cage. Race, page, cage. And all three of these words right here have the same vowel sound second. And it's A, and it makes its long sound because of that rule that we've talked about before. When two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking, right? So the A gets to speak and say A, but the E is silent. Shh. No talking. Okay? Silent E. So race, page, and cage. This side we have mice, price, and twice. Mice, price, twice. These words have long I and silent E at the end. And the C is saying its soft sound of S. Mice, so not one mouse, but a bunch of mice. Price is how much something costs. And twice, not once, but twice means this many times, 2 times. Okay, so your sentence for today, so I'm going to you to listen, and you could do like we do in the classroom and say it to yourself, and then I'll say it again and you write it. So the sentence is, race to the light and back. Race to the light and back. There's the word race right there. Race to the light. That's a spelling word and a memory word. Race to the light and back. So be careful with the word back, and it has a CK, a k sound, right? If you write it BAKE, you're going to write bake. So it's not race to the light and bake, but race to the light and back. All right, so this is what your sentence looks like. Race to the light and back. Okay, so that's going to be on your test for tomorrow. Alrighty, so now, Super Kids, page 100. We made it to page 100. Alright, on this page, you can see Etta Betta at the top. And the heading of the page says, how would Etta Betta say it? Alright, so These sentences are all things that Edabetta could have said at different points in the story, The Lost Mitt. All right, each sentence is missing an ly adverb that describes how Edabetta would have said the words. So we've talked about adverbs. They always end with ly, or a lot of times they end with ly, and they describe how something was done. So look at number 1. Number 1 says, Fritz, your mitt was super, she said blank. So would she have said, Fritz, your mitt was super gently or thankfully? He did let her borrow his gloves, so I think she would have said it thankfully, right? Number 2 says, I must catch that ball, she whispered blank. So the hint is whispered. How do you whisper? Do you whisper softly or sleepily? I don't think she was going to sleep, but you do whisper softly. All right, number 3. That was a great game, she said blank. Would she say that happily or sadly? Would you say that was a great game sadly? I don't think so. I think it was be happily, right? Number 4, Fritz, I lost your mitt, she said blank. Sadly or excitedly? I think if you have to tell somebody you lost something, you're probably saying it sadly, right? I don't think you're going to be very excited about that. Number 5, maybe I can earn some cash, she said blank. Hopefully or angrily? Maybe I can earn some cash. That's kind of angrily. I don't think that's how she said it. I'd say hopefully, right? She's hoping she can make the money to buy the new mitt. Okay, so those were the adverbs for that page. Now we're going to page 101. All right, and on this page, we have a crossword puzzle. And I know these can be confusing sometimes, so if you're really confused about it, you might get mom or dad or older brother or sister to help you out with this. So at the top, those are our memory words for this week and also spelling words for this week. So we've got write, light, kind, buy, wash, and find. All right, so the clue is to complete this crossword puzzle that we need to choose the correct memory word to complete each sentence, and the very first letter of each word, there's a box that's a color. So if you'll look at number 1, it says turn on the blank, light or kind, and the box is purple. So if you'll look at the crossword puzzle and find the purple box with the number 1, that's where you're going to write the first letter of the word you pick. Turn on the what? The light. So L-I-G-H-T goes in the boxes there, and there should be, since L-I-G-H-T has 5 letters, it should have 5 boxes. And I can see on my page it does. So you write light. All right, and then number 2, I can't blank my lost mitten. Now this is a green box. Find or write. I can't find. So that has F-I-N-D, 4 letters. So you find the green box with the number 2, and you write the word F-I-N-D, find. All right, number 3, I need to blank the muddy car. I need to light or wash. That's easy. Okay, so it's blue, so we're finding the number 3 with the blue box. and we're writing wash, W-A-S-H, 4 letters. All right, and then number 4, raise your blank hand. Raise your right hand. That's when we say the pledge. All right, R-I-G-H-T has 5 letters, and the box should be yellow. R-I-G-H-T. This time, though, it's going down. R-I-G-H-T, going down. All right, and the last one, number 5, helping a pal is blank. By or kind? Kind, of course. That means nice, kind. So, orange box, number 5, this time going down. 1, 2, 3, 4 letters, K-I-N-D, kind. All right, so that should finish up your crossword puzzle. So we're done with the Super Kid workbook for today, so you can close it and put it away. And if we were at school, we'd be looking at a super duper magazine called Muscles. So since we're not at school and I don't have one to show you, I can only tell you about muscles a little bit. So a muscle is a strong, stretchy band inside your body. Your bones and muscles are connected. So we studied the skeleton way back at Halloween. A skeleton can't move around by itself, just the bones of your skeleton. It has to have muscles on top. So a lot of times people do like this and they say, oh, look at my muscle. So that's one muscle. That's just one of the many muscles in your body. So muscles help you a lot, right? And we think about muscles being strong, and they are, and you can make your muscles stronger by exercising. But even my talking to you right now, I'm using muscles in my face to make my mouth move. So muscles are everywhere. They're all over your whole body, and they help you to move and talk and get around and all the kind of good stuff you need to do. So some things to help your body and your muscles stay strong. One is to eat right? Eat good food. How about exercising? Would that be important for muscles? Yes. And it's been very, very beautiful weather lately. So I do hope that you are getting outside and moving around a lot and walking and riding your bike and all that kind of stuff. So you don't have to, just because we're not being able to go to school and places like Walmart doesn't mean you can't go outside in your own yard or in your even neighborhood and walk and play. All right, so we have time for a story today. So we're going to read, we read The Good Egg. This time we're going to read The Bad Seed. So if somebody ever says to you, would you rather be a good egg or a bad seed? I think I'd rather be a good egg, right? That makes you think of somebody that's doing the right kind of things. So does he look very friendly, the bad egg? I mean, the bad seed? Not really, does he? So let's see about this story. I've never read this before, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. I'm a bad seed. A bad seed. Oh yeah, it's true. The other seeds, they look at me and they say, that seed is so bad. When they think I'm not listening, they mumble. There goes a bad seed. But I can hear them. I have good hearing for a seed. How bad am I? You really want to know? Well, I never put things back where they belong. I'm late to everything. I tell long jokes with no punchlines. I never wash my hands or my feet. I lie about pointless stuff. I cut in line every time. He does sound bad. I stare at everybody. I glare at everybody. I finish everybody's sentences, and I never listen. And I do lots of other bad things too. Know why? Because I'm a bad seed. A bad seed. I just can't help it. Sure, I wasn't always this bad. I was born a humble seed on a simple sunflower in an unremarkable field. I had a big family, seeds everywhere. We found ways of having fun. We were close. But then the petals dropped and our flower drooped. It's kind of a blur. I remember a bag. Everything went dark. And then a giant thought I was a goner. I thought I was done for. I screamed and I hollered, ah! But I was spit out at the last possible second. I flew through the air. I landed under the bleachers with a huge thud. When I woke up, it was dark outside. A wad of gum had softened my fall. I felt okay, but something had changed in me. I'd become a different seed entirely. I'd become a bad seed. A bad seed. That's right. I stopped smiling. I kept to myself. I drifted. I was a friend to nobody and bad to everybody. I was lost on purpose. I lived inside a soda can, and I didn't care, and it suited me. Until recently, I've made a big decision. I've decided I don't want to be a bad seed anymore. I'm ready to be happy. It's hard to be good when you're so used to being bad, but I'm trying. I'm taking it one day at a time. Sure, I still forget to listen, and I still show up late, and I still talk during movies, and I do all kinds of other bad stuff. But I also say thank you, and I say please and smile, and I hold doors open for people, not always, but sometimes. And even though I still feel bad sometimes, I also feel kind of good. It's sort of a mix. All I can do is keep trying and keep thinking, maybe I'm not such a bad seed after all. Hey, look, there goes that bad seed. Actually, he's not that bad anymore. I heard that. And that was the end. So, the bad seed didn't start out bad, right? But circumstances made him bad. That means something happened in his life that made him change his mind, that he wanted to be bad. But then he decided again, being bad wasn't all that great, was it? Do people want to be friends with you when you're bad? Do you get in trouble at school and at home when you're bad? Yeah, but you know what? One good thing about the story that's right is that sometimes people are bad and sometimes they're good. And that's the way it's got to be, right? It's just the way it is. But if you are bad, you should remember about taking responsibility, right? And saying you're sorry and trying to make it right. It's kind of all you can do, right? All right, boys and girls. Well, it's been another great week, and tomorrow will be spelling test day. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye.